welcome to another fabulous episode of First Date with me as your host, Lauren Compton. You may know my next guest from Anchorman. He played Champ Kind, or Todd Packer from The Office. He's on tour right now. Let's welcome David Koechner.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on my show. You look so nice.
Well, thanks.
What kind of boots are those?
These are Pirauku. This is a fish out of the Amazon. If you can get a shot of that.
That's
one way or the
a
other.
fish?
Yes, it's a 20-foot fish out of the Amazon. I did not catch it. It would be better if I did. There you go. That's a better shot. But yeah, I've got several of those. I got them from a boot store there in Los Angeles called the Country General Store.
You would
there in
get
Van
some
Nuys.
exotic shoe in LA.
Yeah, why not? I've owned a lot of different boots, but these are my favorite, this particular style.
I love them.
They're very comfy. Yeah.
So a little bit about this show. I have a menu here.
Yes.
And I'm going to ask you some appetizer questions.
Yes, I'm aware. I've
Okay.
watched. I've done some research, Lauren.
Yeah, I'm excited then. So do we have a safe word? Is there anything?
No, I mean, I'll just talk about whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to start off with some appetizer questions. Well, then we'll just get right into it. Who was your first celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush, Linda Evans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was at Dynasty or Dallas that she was on. I was in grade school.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, she was also in The Big Valley, but I don't think I had a crush on her till later.
What did you love about her?
Good question. Well, at the time, so she was blonde and buxom. I think she always had a very
Relatable.
Yes, but I think she had a very peaceful inner sense about herself. There was a confidence to her.
Yeah.
When I think about it, back then, I'm sure it was all sexual, right? As a boy.
Yeah.
But maybe the other thing was that, yeah, she certainly seemed confident and, knew what she wanted.
Like that's why you have a crush. I mean, you're not trying to just high five someone.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I don't think I didn't qualify it that way when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a crush now?
On a celebrity?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
You are the celebrity that people crush on.
Well, I don't. Well, that'd be nice, but not that I think. No, because I think. See, I'm older, so it seems silly.
To have a crush?
Yeah.
What is your idea of a perfect first date?
Perfect first date. A perfect first date would be. Let's see here. I think that you meet someone circumstantially, and then you both kind of agree, like, I'd like to continue this conversation.
Yeah.
And that's what it would be. And then you have a true interest in getting to know that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you meet people?
I don't. I mean, I meet them through work now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it's very different now. So I don't think you know my history. I was married for 24 years. I'm divorced, and I have 5 kids. Mm-hmm. Now, who wants to meet that?
A single woman?
A single woman. I've got 5 kids.
Well, that just means that you're ahead of the game.
Well, right. That's right.
That takes some pressure off of a
woman.
woman.
It should be a single woman, not a married woman. It would be a single woman who's probably been through plenty of relationships.
Yeah.
And is ready for that other partner.
Are your kids nice?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
Charlie's 24, Margot is 21, Sergeant and Audrey are 17, Eve is 12.
So they're almost all out of the house.
Eve's in 7th grade now.
I mean, Eve's there for a minute.
We got some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the other kids are all adults. Yeah, and they're all very cool and they're all bright and sweet and kind. Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
Oh, man.
Of course I do, but I'm not going to say it. No, any day one can be your favorite for one reason or another. And there's no upside in having a favorite.
Yeah.
The upside is fairness. And, I do look at it as a job, right? Now, it changes over time because you realize what your job was to do was to let them find themselves. But as parents, certainly from my generation, I think, we felt our job was to instruct them a certain way, which is the way the parenting paradigm has gone forever. But really, it is helping them. My job is to now help them find out exactly who they are. Rather than instruct them as the right and wrongs of the world.
Yeah.
There's my job is to make them safe and then make them happy. right? And then with that idea, then they should look for the same around them and act that way toward the world, right?
Right.
But we tend to, apply all these things onto our kids that might not fit. I used to think like this. So I grew up in a family of 6 kids, and my parents were very Catholic. And so I was looking like this. You've got a mainframe, your computer, right? And then what's going to be the operating software? Well, they put in the operating software. That's not your software. That's just what they give you. Mine was just Catholicism. And very early, like, this doesn't work.
Yeah, I got a floppy disk.
Yeah, okay, yes, yes.
That's about...
You're supposed to start building your own software, as that's my metaphor as time goes on.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Well, I'm going to move on to some main course questions.
Okay.
We're diving right in.
I got right through the appetizer.
You swam through them. What do you think your biggest red flag is? For me?
For
you, your biggest red
flag. That I
flag.
present?
Yes.
I'm a little ADD. I'm a little over-involved. I try to make everything good for people, which is, I'm probably too nice.
Like a people pleaser?
Yeah. But then part of it comes with the territory. Look, I was raised Irish Catholic, so, there's a lot of shame and guilt, and you're always supposed to be of service and that kind of thing. But then I have 5 kids, so that is kind of my job anyway. So I guess I'm a bit of a caretaker, right? But you're better off just being quiet. So I guess my biggest red flag is clearly talking too much.
No, we are here to talk. I want to hear more. What do you have any pet peeves?
My pet peeve?
Yeah.
I guess rudeness.
What would you do if you were on a date? Ooh, this is a new question that I have. Let's say you're on a date and you find out that your girlfriend is the kind of girl who would tip a great waiter less than 20%.
That's not acceptable.
What would you do?
So for whatever reason, we've agreed that so is she insisting that we can't tip more than 20 as a couple?
Yeah, let's just say she's not like a tip. She's not into tipping really. She's like, you don't have to.
Well, I would say it's important to me because I worked in the restaurant industry. So our standard is going to be 20%. And not to be an asshole, but I'm kind of a celebrity, whether I don't have an ego about it, but
you are a celebrity.
I'm well enough known that it would be an issue. They get, so you know what so-and-so gave me? So for me, it's not up to me. Even when I have bad service now, I will tip more than 20%. Just because my thing is don't leave anybody with a story. How was he? Nice guy. End of story. How was he? Cheap, a shitty tipper. Uh-oh, now we have a story, right?
Yeah.
But then that waiter might tell on themselves. Or then it becomes his girlfriend's a bitch or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But so, something that's not a major issue. It's like, no, we're going to leave 22% minimum, right?
Yeah.
Now, if she has a problem with that, then that means that we have something to talk about, right?
Right.
And so the way to get to the bottom of what her issue is. Now, if she wants to be controlling and telling me what I can do in terms of my money, well, that's just not something that's negotiable.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So when you go on a date with someone, you really like to dive in and find out. It sounds like you dig and you try to get to who someone really is.
Well, I think I have a good sense of who a person is anyway. It doesn't take too long to figure out who a person really is. They're either nice or they're not.
Yeah.
Or they're needy or they're not. Or there's something wrong or there isn't. Or we're going to know that within the first 48 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drink of choice?
Sparkling water.
Do you drink alcohol at all?
I used to.
How long have you been sober?
About a year.
Yeah. Are you feeling good?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the best choice. I don't have a choice. I started drinking when I was 10.
What?
I'm from an Irish Catholic family.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. It's been an issue for a very long time.
Did you have a good relationship with your mom and dad?
I had a relationship with myself wherein I decided I was going to make a move away from the family for whatever reason. I realized very early on that this is not the life for me. Living in the small town of Missouri with my brothers and sisters and my parents, it just didn't fit. Like I was talking about earlier with software, I'm like, this doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
So I made the decision very early, like I'm going to leave. So as odd as it sounds, I kind of decided like, hey, we're not going to get any closer.
Yeah.
And part of that is my mother had 3 kids in 3 years. And I think she was very overwhelmed when I came along. And when I came along, I'm assuming I was a lot. because I am.
Yeah.
I'm too much, as you can well tell already,
No,
right?
you're not.
Well, in a way I am. So here comes, first kid, he was a little bit sick, and then the next one, and then the next one. I think by the time I came along, she was completely overwhelmed. My dad had a new business. She was helping with the books and the business and all this other stuff. She was kind of alone, and I think it was too much. And so it's safe to say that I didn't get what I needed.
Right.
And after a certain time of not getting what you need, and you recognize that in an early age, you're like, well, then I'm not going to stay here and not get what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of go out on your own. That was a very long explanation to a very simple question, because I was avoiding the truth, which is not really.
That's okay. You don't have to self-examine yourself.
I don't think I have
will
a
examine
choice.
you.
Okay, very good.
For you.
All right. That relieves me of my responsibility. Okay.
Hey there, lovely ladies. Fresh bowl of fall is right around the corner. So you know what that means. It's time to get cozy. We're going to have sweaters and pumpkin spice everything, and get your man's fall foliage all groomed up with Manscaped. While nature takes care of the leaves, we're here to make sure your man's nether region is leaf-free and ready for sweater weather. Give the gift of Manscaped to your special guy for cuffing season. Make sure he's feeling as fresh as that crisp autumn air. Head over to manscaped.com and use code DATE for 20% off, plus free shipping. Ladies, let's talk fall fashion. Flannels, cozy socks, and, well, trimmed balls. If you haven't heard of it yet, it's time to introduce your man to the Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped, a grooming kit that has it all. A man's crown jewels are super important, and we have to make sure that he takes care of them and not accidentally whack off a ball with the wrong tool. So make sure that you get Manscaped for the safest outcome. So ladies, let's make this fresh ball fall unforgettable. Treat your guy to the Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped and show him that fall grooming can be just as exciting as a PSL latte. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code DATE at manscaped.com. Your man will thank you, and trust me, you'll both be ready to embrace this season in style.
How long did you ever you introduced your wife to your parents?
Oh, yeah.
Your ex-wife, I'm sorry.
Yes.
How long into dating her did you introduce her to your parents?
Here's the weird part. They met her parents before they met her. They met her parents before they met her. So she's from Kansas City. I'm from a small town in Missouri. We met on an airplane leaving Kansas City going out to LA. She'd been living in LA. I just got there 6 months prior. So then we hit it off right away. And then we kind of insisted you guys, our parents should meet and have dinner. Now, my parents aren't forthright enough to go, what the fuck is going on? They just said, well, that was interesting. And I thought they just felt like they didn't know what to do, how to negotiate this, because we don't know why we're meeting each other.
Right.
But as it turns out, you know, in the long run, a lot of red flags that I just let fall.
Well, how long into the relationship or a relationship do you feel it's safe to say, I love you?
Any relationship?
When you're dating someone and you're falling for them, how long in general do you think?
If you're being honest with yourself,
Yeah.
and I mean truly honest with yourself, and you're not trying to manipulate anything. So you're only doing it as a matter of an honest feeling, and you have a good sense that other person might feel a certain acceptance too, then I think whenever it's real. Now, what do you mean by love, right? That's the other thing.
Because there's infatuation.
Right. Love's an idea. I always say love is loyalty to long-term kindness. So love takes a long time to actually achieve in my book.
Yeah.
Right? So you can be together for a long time, say you're in love, and then what's that mean? That means the ability to then explore each other's, difficulties and foibles and get through it in a communicative way where we both go, okay, I know you're triggered, I was triggered, whatever, let's talk this through. We have great communication. That equals love in the long term. Now, in the short term, I can be in love with everything about this person, and I hope it develops to a deeper, truer understanding of, our coupling.
Yeah. How long do you wait until you feel like you can burp in front of someone you're dating?
I probably wouldn't be present enough to try to not burp.
Say that again.
I wouldn't be present enough present enough to
I see.
avoid burping. I'd probably just naturally let it happen.
It would just come out.
Yeah, you're going to burp. Who cares?
What about farting?
Farting would be delicate. Depends on if you're, well, if you can't help it, and you've got flatulence, we all do. But where's the situation? If you're in the car for the first time, like, dear God, right? Or if you're sleeping together for the first time, that's something to be really considered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you know what? You should be able to safe enough to go like, I had to pass gas. I'm going to run to the bathroom. Rather than trying to sneak a bomb and you hope the mattress absorbs it. Probably not going to.
You just hold the blankets down.
Right.
Try to keep it all
right. And hold
Dutch
hold the
oven.
blanket down here on her side.
Right.
And hold her and hope it just wafts out that way. But you don't know. So you're better off just going, you know what, I'm going to excuse myself and run down the hall or the bathroom, whatever's closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not be practical?
Well, what if you have like a series of them? You can't just keep getting up and going.
Well, then you should probably spend some time in the bathroom. Like that's a signal that you have an extended run going, right?
That is true. How cold do you sleep? Do you like it cold in your room when you sleep?
No, I like it perfect.
What's perfect?
About 77, 76. You need colder?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, whatever you need. I don't have a demand. Look, if I can control the level of blankets I have on me.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you sleep with a lot of blankets?
Yeah, I like it.
At 77?
Well, probably 76. We're in the time of global warming, so we all have to be conscious about how low we burn, how much we burn every night. Typically, like I'm in hotels all the time, and you know what, 74 is too cold for me, so I'll put it on 75. We are not a match.
Not as long as you're wafting the farts and I don't have to have any covers on top of me.
I'm in the bathroom. So do you like no covers?
Oh no, I like it to be so cold in the room and like a fluffy blanket on top of me.
I like a sheet and a comforter being enough and not being cold if that was pulled off a little bit.
Yeah.
I do like to to get, snug in the covers, but not so much because I'm freezing. So you like it like at 72. Colder? 69? 68? 67? 66? 65?
That's the warmest I can go.
So your bedroom at night is turned down to 65.
At least.
Okay. Have you considered those cold sheets? What are they? Those are advertised.
Nope, I don't like them. They make me feel like I'm wet.
Okay. So you've tried them.
I have tried them. I've also tried sleeping on one of the beds where it even gets cold, and then that just feels like you're either sleeping inside of a menthol mint or in a puddle.
And your fella's fine with this?
Yeah, he's the same way. I mean, he bitches a little bit. He's like, oh my God, it's so cold.
Is that an accurate impression of him? He's an old Jewish woman?
He would be mortified if he saw that.
That's good.
But no, he's more like, it's too cold in here.
It's better that that's a bad impression of him.
And then every time that I wake up, I have to turn it back to 70.
Okay.
But the house is always...
The whole house.
Is 70.
All the time.
Yeah. And then I get to turn it down 5 degrees for bed.
Wow. You can't make it just the one room?
No, it's a pretty small apartment.
Okay. Well, it's your life. You do what you want. That's pretty cold. That's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know that they say that cold air, like freezing cold air, is like cryotherapy, is good for you.
You're trying
it's
to
good for your
convince me of this?
circulation.
Okay. Yeah, not just powering that all night
give
long.
It up.
You put your face in cold water for a full minute in the morning is supposed to be as good as like an ice bath.
No.
Okay. You have your theory. Here's the thing. But now, so do you guys cuddle when you're sleeping?
No.
Because it's too hot.
Yeah.
I'm
also just not a cuddler.
Oh, deal breaker.
You can't give me the first red flag.
For me. Okay, I'm not. I'm just saying for me.
That's a red flag.
I'd love to hug.
I like to hug.
But you don't like to cuddle.
I mean, what's the point of cuddling?
Just nothing better than closeness. I feel like I'm recharging my battery with my person.
So see, this is where in a relationship we would compromise. We'd make it really cold so that I would need to cuddle with you.
Yes.
To keep you warm.
Okay.
Then I have a reason.
So if you're the cuddler, you're fine, but not being cuddled. So if you're cuddling your guy, is that better?
I think I'd rather be the big spoon.
Okay. All right. Well, now, do you like to hold hands while you're sleeping?
What?
Are you serious?
I've never heard of that.
You've never held hands while you're sleeping?
Okay, hold my hand. So you're talking about going to sleep. We're sleeping, and you fall asleep like this?
Or waking up in the middle of the night and you find yourself like that? Or like that? No? Oh my God, there's nothing better than so rather than cuddling, just holding your person's hand at night?
I've woken up holding someone's dick.
Okay, whatever you like, whatever your comfort level is.
But never a hand?
That seems to be a signal, though, that you might be wanting to have some intimate times.
Intimate.
Right? So that's what you were wanting. You were signaling this thing now. Make it work.
Dick me now.
Make it go now. No, I love touch, and cuddling and
Is physical
and hugging.
touch your love language?
Probably one of them. You're allowed more than one, as you know.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you can have all
you can
five
have
if
all
you
five
want.
of them. I don't need all five. I don't need like compliments. You do need
Words of affirmation.
words
Nix
of affirmation.
that one.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yep. You don't like that, or you do?
I like all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's important that couples do read that book and go through it, just because what you have to do is find out what disturbs the other, what bothers the other person, and talk about it in a neutral way.
Yeah.
Right? That's the only way you're going to get through it. Because once something bothers you, right, if you don't talk about it, it's just going to sit there,
Yeah.
and it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
So anything that triggers you, you should be able to go, that, by the way, that bothered me. Now, the other person's response, hopefully, is, thank you for telling me that, rather than, what's your problem?
Right.
Because they say, what's your problem? Now it's a bigger problem. So I'm defensive. I can't talk about these little things. Like, I need more as much communication as possible. But I'm older, so I've been through relationships, and so I'm looking for a more open field in terms of, like, growing. If you will. Not said as well as I wanted to, but you get the point.
Yeah. Do you sleep with pajamas on?
No. I sleep with shorts or just underwear
Yeah.
and a top. I like
So
to
you
stay
sleep with pajamas on?
No, I'll wear a t-shirt and shorts. But no, if my kids are there, right?
Yeah.
Then I wear shorts in case I have to do something in the
Right.
night. You don't want to stop, put shorts on, then go take care of the robber.
Yeah.
Or whatever might
The
be.
robber?
I'm kidding. Or whatever they might need. So you got to be prepared for your family.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's cute that you hold hands when you sleep, though.
I love it.
I think that's cute. I've never heard of it, but that is really cute. Yeah.
Oh God, I love waking up and noticing that we're holding hands.
That is so.
Yeah.
Do you make a conscious effort to do that?
I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That is really cute.
Yeah.
I love that. No one's ever held my hand in my sleep. How many serious relationships have you had?
Serious? Probably under 10.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
When did you get married?
I got married when I was 33.
I guess that's actually a really good thing that you really had some serious relationships before.
I could have used more because, no, in the long run, it wasn't right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But how long were you married for?
24 years. But I moved out at 21. Yeah. And it had been unhappy for a while.
Do you have any tattoos?
Yes.
What do you have?
I have a tattoo here of my kids, and it used to have it had my ex-wife's name there too, and then so I got a cover-up, and it wasn't that good, and so I realized I should have done something different, but I'm impetuous, and so I just kind of went, oh, this, and then it just looks like an ugly mistake surrounded by my kids' names.
Oh no!
Yeah, so that's fine.
Is that the only tattoo that you have? I have one tattoo.
What is it?
I have a kiss on my left butt cheek.
Okay.
And
Is it fully colored in? Is it the
It looks
whole
just
lip?
like a lip print.
Okay.
So
And
it's a red.
Is it your lip?
It is my lips.
Okay, nice.
I wanted my mom to kiss a piece of paper because when I was little, she'd always kiss me on the cheek. And I'd be like, and I would always remember her red lipstick and be like, ew, mom, don't do that. But then as you get older, you kind of miss those
Right.
little things. So my mom would always give me a kiss on the cheek.
That's great.
And then I was like, will you kiss this piece of paper? And she was like, of course. What's it for? And I'm like, I'm going to get a tattoo. She's like, oh, where? And I'm like, on my butt. And she's like, no.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I'm not going to go down in history as the one who kissed your ass forever. And I was like, that's not
nice.
what it is.
But it's her choice
But then
to
it
decide.
kind
yeah.
of became that.
Yeah.
But it was my own lips.
That's it's the DNA is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that foreplay is important before sex?
Yes. unless you're both determined that you don't need it.
Have you ever had a one-night stand?
Of course.
Do you think that they're a waste of time?
No.
Are they important?
Yeah.
What do you love about a one-night stand?
The agreement.
That it's fair enough.
Right? That
Yeah.
You both said, yeah. I'm like, fuck yeah, okay.
Do you have to communicate before a one-night stand?
There's so many different ways, right? There's a knowingness, like you're just both ready to go. Let's get it on. I think that's part of the joy, the thrill of it, is that we're just committing to this thing without, overthinking it.
Has a one-night stand ever led to more?
I'm sure it has. Not in recent memory.
Do you think you can take a girl seriously if she has sex with you on the first night?
Of course.
Really?
Why not?
I don't know. I guess I'm just programmed to believe that
Right.
you have
That's
to hold
not true.
out.
Everybody gets to do what they want,
That's true.
and you could be, the one person. So yeah, who cares? There's no value in judging somebody before you know them and going, is this a pattern? What if that pattern stopped with you?
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So what if you were the one that they needed to find? And you could go, yeah, I did all this. We all have it. We all have a history. So there's no, don't ever judge somebody for having multiple partners or whatever. It's all part of it.
Do you believe you can have too much sex?
Not that I know of. I mean, there are people that have a extraordinarily high libido that might need servicing in a way that could be a problem. Mm-hmm. But I've never run into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say you've been with someone for 6 to 12 months and you're horny. Mm-hmm. How do you initiate sex when it's been too long that you've been dating?
You mean you both have stopped having sex?
You haven't had sex yet.
In 6 months?
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason. Are you healed yet? Because it's I can't think of a situation in recent memory or in the last whenever that you'd be dating 6 months and not have sex.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Some people are intimidated.
That's fine, but then that might be a red flag. Like, well, I don't need to take that long.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Then you'd have to say, have you ever taken, is that always the standard? It always has to be 6 months? Has it ever been a one-night stand or not? So, to me, that gets complicated.
Yeah.
So why are you making me wait and you were, either one of you banging it out earlier?
I'm with you. I am in agreement with you. I mean, if I like someone, I mean, don't you and you have chemistry.
Right.
All your alarms are going off.
Right. You want to get that deeper level of connection.
Yeah. I don't know how you keep hands off in that situation.
No.
Well, we're going to move on to my dessert question.
Very good.
I will give you a choice between 1 and 5.
Okay.
You pick the number.
Oh, 3.
What is the most romantic date you've ever planned?
Most romantic date I've ever
I asked
planned.
that like, who wants to be a millionaire?
Oh, yeah. That's
Regis Philbin?
most romantic date I ever planned. Probably when I asked my wife to marry. We were going to a Kansas City Chiefs Buffalo Bills game, and I proposed to her that morning. So the date would have been the Chiefs game, and then I overdid it. So she'd had this dream. Sorry, this is a long story. She had this dream a couple months earlier that I proposed to her in a clown outfit. So we were in Kansas City at her parents' house.
Hold on.
And I borrowed a clown outfit from my brother. And then we met on an airplane. So I put her ring on an airplane. I blew up a balloon and put the airplane inside there, filled it with roses. And then I brought this, I woke her up that morning with the balloon and the ring and the airplane. And I put rose petals in there. And I had a rose and I had her pop the balloon. So the roses came out pretty good, right? And then I asked her to marry me.
Wow.
And then we went to the Chiefs game.
That is amazing.
Yep.
I love that for you.
I'm so glad it happened. I adore my 5 kids. I adore my 5 kids. I do. I love them so much.
You are amazing.
I'm pass fail, really.
This was really fun.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you for spilling your heart out to me.
It's easy to do.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
DavidKoechner.com, Koechner, same at David Koechner on Instagram. So I'm touring the rest of the year. Yeah, all the information's there in some type of link tree. Link tree.
Yeah, I like Linktree. Do you have TikTok?
I do, but I don't.
We gotta get you on TikTok.
Why?
Because if you're promoting and you're into videos.
I know. I don't give a shit. I know. It's terrible. And you have to do something new all the time. You can't just post something. You have to actually do original material, right? Which bothers me. Maybe that's what I should do. That's what I should do. This bothers me that I have to. Okay, maybe that's the thing. Oh, this is a chore, and I don't want to do it. Then I got to find out a reason to do this. Maybe people could submit questions or something like that. Maybe that would work. Okay,
Yeah.
good. So I have to have a reason to do it.
Yeah.
Because me just cloyingly saying, please look at me, bothers me.
Yeah.
So, okay, thank you for this piece of advice. That's why I had to come here today.
That's what I'm here for.
Yep, thank you.
Anytime.
All right.
All right, David.
Very good.
We'll see you next time. And you guys, thanks for tuning in. Bye.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.
First date,
Your parents are your roommates?
first date.
This week on First Date,
My version of sweet used to be like, hey, just so you know, everyone thinks this. And I'd want to know. I'm calling human resources because my bra just unhooked. It unhooked just in the chair. No, don't do anything. Just call the police. I don't cry often.
I can see that. I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
And welcome to another episode of First Date. I'm going to try to say this really fast because my guest has to sneeze really quick. She's a comedian.
I'm allergic to you.
Well, you're not going anywhere. So
I'm
if
allergic
anyone
to
has
girls
any-
who are prettier than me. I'm
False.
breaking out into hives.
Well, everyone, first, this is Whitney Cummings. Please give it up. I remember the first time I ever saw you. It was like 10 years ago at Laugh Factory.
Oh, God.
And I was on a date with this like beefcake of a dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wearing this bright yellow, super slutty dress.
Oh, no.
And this guy made me sit front row.
Oh, no.
I was laughing so hard that I distracted you. And you turn and look at me and you go, well, aren't you a ray of sunshine? And you look at the guy that I'm with and you go, you're getting laid tonight.
The fact that I'm laughing at my own joke is embarrassing, but the way you delivered it is what I'm laughing at. But that is so funny that at that time in my life, someone enjoying me too much, I was like suspect of. I was probably like, what drug is this? Like, is this Adderall? Like, what is this? Like, that is really nice. I probably thought you were Hillary Duff. I don't know. Who knows?
I get that a lot.
I was like, can she help me? That's very nice. You're still with the guy?
No.
Kidding.
No. So I am so honored to have you on my show.
Oh my gosh,
And
congratulations on this. Thanks for
hey,
having me.
Thank you for coming on. So the way that this works, I've got this menu. I've got appetizer questions.
Okay.
I've got main course questions, and then I have a dessert question to sweeten it up at the end.
See, you're used to being wined and dined. Brunettes, we just get taken to Chipotle. I'd be like, I have the rice choices. I have the meat choices.
This is full 58 million courses
This
here.
is fancy. Okay, let's go.
It's a swanky date. I'm pulling it out of the woodworks for you, babe.
Really, I'm into this.
We're gonna start off with some appetizer questions. What is your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure. It's murder.
Like serial killer films? Like
No murdering. My guilty pleasure, I think, is more watching really bad dramas. Other people might think they're great. Like there was this show called The Affair, which was on Showtime, which was a show that like you could tell thought it was a great show. Does that make sense? Like, you know when people like rich people make shows about cheating on their wives, and it's really, you can tell like 2 or 3 episodes in, they just want to watch actors have sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like that Weekend show.
Yes, I was gonna say, I think Euphoria was kind of like that too. I was like, oh, the guy that made this is going through a rough spot in his marriage.
Yeah.
And he gets to go to work every day and see Sydney Sweeney topless. So like this will, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, dude, just get a prenup. Like I like to just watch, because making television, you kind of are able to see all the choices they make when you're like, you didn't have to do that. Like she didn't have to take her bra off for the scene to work. Like this was like, you know, and but yeah, the cult show, I'm with you. What's the show called with The Weeknd?
By
the way,
Idol.
By the way, what
Isn't it Idol?
You guys, hold on, I'm sorry. What is going on with the studio?
Are you hot?
No. I'm calling human resources because my bra just unhooked. It unhooked.
Let me help you.
It unhooked just in the chair. No, don't do anything. Just call the police. I've never had this happen in my life. It came off. Just now.
Do you want me to help you?
Well, I don't know. You've done enough. What's going on in this
I am literally undressing you with my eyes.
Truly. Have you ever sat in a chair and just had your bra snap? That was wild.
Dude, I am here to let you know that your boobs are just getting bigger and bigger by the month.
That was a trip. Anyway, so what the ghost of, you know, I don't know, Garth Brooks or whatever just happened in here. So I would say that's kind of an uninteresting answer. I do like to go on Facebook and look at my bullies from high school, which ones are divorced.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause that's bad.
That's satisfying.
Yeah, or just like going to like my bullies in high school and looking at their kids and being like, oh.
That's just seeing who's received their karma.
Kind of.
You know?
You know how like you'll go see like one of your bullies' kids and the kid's knees kind of bend weird?
Yeah. Or they don't have a knee.
Or no knees to be found.
Knees.
Or just like bow-legged and you're like, or like the kid loves baseball and you're like, you have to sit through kids' baseball games. Like whatever. Like, so little things like that. I wish I didn't need that to feel better. But I guess that would be like my guilty, like I feel dirty afterwards.
Yeah. What's your hidden talent?
Oh God, I'm so talented. My hidden talent.
Besides taking your bra off without literally touching anything.
You mean like having sex with ghosts in plain sight? I mean, I was gonna say I am good at sucking dicks, but I don't do it it's not hidden.
It's public knowledge.
Yeah. For how big my teeth are, I'm great at it. Horrible at hand jobs, great at blowjobs, but I feel like that's normally how it works because I always tried to get out of hand jobs because I always felt like I was like I don't know, burning the man alive. You know what I mean? And so I got good at blowjobs.
Do you have road rage?
No, I honestly, when someone cuts me off, I'm literally like, good for you.
You got past me.
I'm like, good for you. I'm like, I hope you get where you needed to go. Like, I genuinely have so much peace with that stuff.
You have like road kindness.
Yeah, I'm like, go. Can I, like, you obviously are busier than me.
But what happens if you need to get over? You're so nice to everybody else and someone else doesn't let you get over when you finally need it. Does that piss
When
you
I
off?
tell you that I leave 45 minutes earlier than I need to be somewhere, like I'm always super early so I can just watch other people freak out. And it's kind of funny to me to watch other people freak out.
Yeah.
I'm weirdly zen about driving.
We're going to get into some main course questions now. So I'm going to get a little deeper.
Okay.
Do we need any safe words before
No, you tell me.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Can I keep my panties on for the rest of the interview?
Well, your bra's already
I
on.
cannot. That is so wild.
I can't let that go. What is a deal breaker for you on a date?
A deal breaker for me on a date. A guy ordering broccoli rabe. You know the Robs are like they're like super long and you have to like watch him like hit himself in the face. It's like so if you're in ketosis, if you're micro fasting, intermittent gaying, if you're high performing, if you're in, you know, I don't know all these fucking words. Like the date is when you drop it all.
Yeah.
If the appetizer's not a complete protein, you deep throat that shit anyway. You're on a date. I don't want to watch your eating disorder come out, okay? I'm not going to text Rogan and be like, the guy I'm with just had some sugar. Like, just eat what you're going to eat. Just eat something. Just eat something off the menu. Don't ask for a bunch of changes. Just this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't go to the bathroom and snort your protein powder that you brought in your pocket. Like, just, I don't like it when a guy on a first date is like, well, yeah, no, I'm actually only on the carnivore diet, so I can't have this, and then I can't. It's
Whitney,
just,
you have to stop finding guys in the gym.
look, what can I say? It's not just gym men anymore. It's all men. Every man thinks they're being drafted at some point, and you're not. I don't know what you guys are preparing for. I don't know what. Is there something we should know? Like, why are you guys? I don't need you doing dips at dinner, just trying to get in. Like, just chill.
I can see now why you prefer Chipotle.
Yeah, dude. I know I used to make fun of guys that brought me to Chipotle. Now I'm like, God, that was like the most normal date I'd ever been on, you know?
Is height a deal breaker for you?
You know what's odd? It used to be a deal breaker for me when I had insecurities about my own body. I wanted a guy that was like bigger than me, taller than me. And I think I falsely, when I was younger, conflated taller guys with ones that would like protect you or whatever,
Yeah.
you know? And now I kind of, the last couple of guys I've dated have been shorter than me. And I think it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of doesn't come into play at all because I think I was so shallow about it before. And also it's like when you're able to call yourself out on it and go like, well, guys just want, you know, hot girls with big tits. And we're like, well, we just want guys that are tall. Like at least big tits and hair color you can change.
Yeah.
Like we're shallow about things men can't change about themselves, dick size and height. You know, so it's like so much worse. So like I'd rather date a short guy than be a hypocrite, I guess.
Yeah. So how do you get out of a terrible first date? What's your exit strategy?
I date them for 2 years.
So you make them suffer.
It takes me 2 years to realize that had been a bad date. That's how long. I mean, truly, like I know I come off like rough and like whatever I do on stage, but I kind of will turn everything into a positive. Like, you know, so I turn a lot of that stuff. I'm like, he's in ketosis, like he stinks and is like oozing from the eye. And I'll be like, oh, but he takes care of himself. And, you know, like, so what does cum taste like? Swamp or whatever happens in ketosis. But I tend to really be too overly positive. I think I'm kind of the opposite.
Is that like a double-edged sword, you think, sometimes? Because I would think being super positive is a good thing.
I guess I want people to give me the benefit of the doubt, you know? And I want people, if I mess up on a date, I want them to be like, or do something that I would want them to forgive me and give me a second chance. So I guess I just like to give people second chances until I'm 40.
That's fair. Let's say that you meet your soulmate.
Uh-huh.
He's a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
What can he do to ruin that?
That's a great question. It is tricky. So pretty much nothing except trip and fall in front of me.
If he trips and falls in front of you, it's over? Oh my gosh! The amount of pressure!
Look, so I would watch the footwear choice. I believe... this is unfortunate, okay?
Why are these men wearing heels?
This is cobblestones plus like cute hipster like Oxfords. Don't mix. I was one time in New York, was with this guy that I was madly in love with, and he did look down at his phone. He wasn't paying attention. He wasn't on point, and he like tripped and fell. And you know when someone tries to not fall and they kind of like
Fall forever.
Forever, dude. It went on forever. If he had just eaten shit right away and like hurt himself and gotten up, I would have been like, cool. But it was like it was like woo woo woo. It was like
all the way forever.
It was like on some Lucille Ball shit, and I just instantly fell out of love with him. It was just the way he, and then you know what? And then he like looked back like to blame the sidewalk. Like, and then we had to spend all this time looking for the thing he tripped on. And it was just like, Dude, it's just get your shit together. Like for me, if a guy's not like aware of his surroundings, it's really unattractive to me.
So how long do you wait until you say I love you in a relationship where the guy doesn't trip?
I have a hot take on that. My thing with that, because I think we overuse that word, and I've done jokes about this before, so I don't want to feel like I'm like being a hack about it, but I feel like I've heard that word and said that word so much, or that phrase before I was ready. And when you get in a relationship, it starts to just be a way to manipulate someone, you know? It starts to just be like, but I love you. Like, it's like, you're just saying this to try to manipulate me and confuse me right now. And like, if I felt loved, I'd feel it. So my thing is always like, if you feel loved by me, you'll tell me when I love you, and I'll tell you when you love me.
That's very mature.
Like, I'm not going to tell you because you'll know.
So, okay. So they can't trip and they have to be a mind reader. You're looking for an alien.
Okay, I'm in a blazer, so I have my shit together. But it's more like it's like we don't have to rush and say that. You know, like I like to take the pressure off. It's like if you don't want to say this for a year, we don't have to. I think people have like baggage with that phrase. And as soon as the phrase is said, all of a sudden, like the rules change and there's all this pressure, and you know what I mean?
You wait till you feel it.
I wait till I feel it, and I don't overuse it often. Sorry.
What is the fastest you've ever said I love you to someone?
Well, I have you ever said it by accident?
I have.
Once you've said it by accident, you really like overcorrect in the opposite way. One time during sex, I meant to say I love that. This was like date 4. And I was like, oh, and I said I love you, but by accident. And then after the encounter, I then had to say like, I don't love you. I mean, I had to undo it. Have you ever had to undo it? Oh, God. It's a nightmare. So I really try to be careful because then I just don't like to add pressure to a relationship.
Yeah. Are you in a relationship now?
I am 5 months pregnant. Have a guy.
Yeah.
He's a Star Wars nerd, so he insists on being called Lord Vader because I won't say baby daddy.
Lord Vader.
Yeah, so don't be jealous.
I will withhold myself.
Yeah, but we were dating for like 6 months and then I got pregnant. So we're still dating and I'm pregnant.
What happens if he trips later today?
One time we were walking and he wears these he's from North Carolina, so he wears these ridiculous, I think they're hot. Like they're almost like knee-high boots. Like he wears very high boots. And we were like walking on a sidewalk and his foot, you know, when your ankle kind of like pops on the side of a sidewalk, and like he popped right up and he looked at me and he was like, whew, and I was like, that was a close one, buddy. Like he knows because I talked about it in one of my specials, so we do laugh about it. He knows.
Yeah.
He trains.
You said you have red flags. If you had to call them out, do you know what they would be?
Of my own red flags?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's weird because everyone's red flags are different. Like something that makes you repelled by someone might be totally endearing to another person. Red flags, chain wallet.
Chain wallet? Like the rope?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about other people. Oh my God, I have a chain phone.
I want your red flags.
About me?
Your red flags.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Red flags about me. I have very little patience for as soon as I know you've lied, I'm just gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like which is maybe not a red flag. If you feel the need to lie to me, maybe I've done something to make you feel unsafe and I'm just going to remove myself and you'll never see me again.
Oh, please, you have to sit back when you say stuff like that. It's scary.
What do you mean?
That's intense, dude.
I'm kind of at the point where it's like if I find someone lying or bullshitting, I'm kind of like, let's just stop this before more damage is done.
Yeah.
And I just bounce. Like I used to kind of like fight and why did you do that? And you just lied to me and it just doesn't go anywhere.
But I don't think that's a red flag though.
I mean, if you're a liar, it is. I mean, if you've kind of like gone through life like getting away with a lot in relationships, like I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because or else I'll say something that will make you change the way you view yourself forever.
Ooh.
And I also don't want to do that. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'll just casually be like, okay, well, you just lied to me, and you've never given me an orgasm. It's been a pleasure. I don't want to ever go mean, or I don't ever want to go there. And I think when people get hurt, they say things they don't mean and they say nasty shit. So I just like remove myself and if you're lying to me, there's either something unresolved or about you, or I'm making you think you need to lie.
Yeah.
And then, so we're just a bad match.
Man, I have when I get in confrontation in a relationship, I tend to shut down.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say anything mean.
Yeah, smart.
Because I know that if I do,
he'll kill you.
Over.
They kill us.
Done.
Yeah. That's interesting, because then I go, I'm going to say something, or you're going to say something that's making me lose respect for you. And if I lose respect, I kind of just shut off.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's just, I think a lot of guys are, and people in general, girls are just like down to fight. I think they think it's like part of a healthy relationship or a hot relationship, or it's just kind of part of it. I'm just not your guy, I guess, for that. Even though the biggest red flag of anyone is when they say like, I hate drama. Like those are always the most dramatic people. But I think, I just have very little, I'll just be like, let's just call it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say that I have
it's like you're like at a football game. You're like, well, done.
Yeah, like, let's call it. Like, I don't fight hard for something just because we've been in something for a certain amount of time. Like, to me, I'm like, if you feel the need to lie to me, that's a deal breaker. Red flags about me. I know I have a lot, but I'm being a perfectionist about trying to think of like a funny one. I sleep in the bed with the dogs. I think guys can be weird about that sometimes.
How many dogs?
2.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, not bad.
3, including a man.
Another thing about me, I don't know I'm big on separate bedrooms. I go to sleep at a weird hour and I wake up at a weird hour. So I always like to give permission, like we can sleep in separate bedrooms. We still like have sex and whatever, but, so yeah, I'm big, also separate bedrooms. That might be a red flag. I'm very specific about a couple little things. I don't cry often.
I can see that. You seem very strong.
No, I'm not. It's just I'm not the girl that's gonna like cry if you're trying to hurt someone just for the kink of it, like I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
Guys are kind of into that. If I gag on a dick, I can do it. I did learn how to do that. I know how to make myself be like, like I can do that. But I think a lot of guys sometimes need to be needed, and then sometimes I'm kind of like, I try to be super self-sufficient because I like to go the other way, because I feel like I hear guys complain like, women are using me for my money and women are just using me for this, and I'm like, I don't need you for anything. But sometimes guys see that as a red flag.
Yeah. Well, we'll go on to my dessert question. What is the sweetest thing anyone has ever done for you?
Can I say one more thing about the red flag? Just from a guy, because now I feel like I'm like, I don't have any. I have so many. I'm just trying to think of a good one. I do love cars. Like I just got a 82 Silverado, which I love. But cars that are leased, I don't care about. And if you need a car to not have like Gatorade, just all over everything, I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes I've gotten in people's cars or seen the word purse and been like, red flag, red flag. Like, if you're like, well, this is the way you take care of your car, this is, you know what I mean?
Do you think that's a reflection of someone? How someone takes care of their car?
I think that it could be, I can see men getting in my car and being like, this is a red flag. So I definitely have a lot more red flag. I also, I do carry a hammer in my car if I see a dog in a hot car with the windows up, and I will smash the window.
Have you ever smashed a window before?
Many times.
Have you?
Sometimes I just go to grocery stores just to look for dogs in hot cars.
And have you taken those dogs?
Yeah.
What if someone leaves a note on their car and they say...
It's still illegal.
So you still smash that window?
Yeah. If it's a baby, it's like, that's sauna.
Imagine you just pee in the car.
Like babies, it's good for them. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like I kind of, it just happens so often, you know, and so I will sometimes, if we're hanging out, we will just
That's like a date for you.
swing by.
Want to go to Whole Foods?
You want to go smash some windows and rescue some dogs? Like there are a lot of like high octane random rescue missions that might go down at any moment.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
You know?
I've never heard of anyone doing that. You're probably one of the only ones.
I'm probably just, most people wouldn't admit that. But yeah, but so that's like a thing. Cause sometimes guys will be like, why do you have so many hammers in your car? And I'm like, don't worry about it.
So many? Do we have a collection of hammers?
Well, yeah, because there's hammers that have the little point on the end just to smash windows.
Okay.
And then there's one with a glass cutter on the end. And then there's the one for sex.
So my last question is the dessert question. So what do you think is the sweetest thing someone has ever done for you?
Oh, wow. That's a really good question. I think the sweetest thing, well, my dude just did something that was really sweet, but it might be sad if I say it, in terms of what the sweetest thing, if I were to think of them all. I had family coming into town, and I had dogs in the car, and there was like blood or something on the car, and I was like, you know, I need to get the car washed, and I don't know where. And then I was like, you know, there's this service that comes to your house. It's like $40. They like come, they wash your car at your house, whatever. And but I had these two dogs that couldn't see each other, and this other dog. It was like having people over at the time was kind of stressful.
Yeah.
At like 10 o'clock, I couldn't find him, and I hear like a vacuum running, and he's outside vacuuming the inside of my car, like washing the car. And I was like, what are you doing? The person's coming tomorrow. And he was like, I could not stand the thought of another man washing your car. And whether it's sweet or not, I don't know.
Protective.
I think it's hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that's hot. That's, you know, also kind of petty on his part, frankly. I feel like it wasn't about me at all. But he's very sweet. That's very sweet to me. Someone that is, I guess the love language I receive is like acts of service. Like if you're taking, he's like, I know you have a lot going on tomorrow. It's like taking one thing off your plate. Like that means a lot to me.
That is sweet.
You know?
What's the sweetest thing you've ever done for someone?
Oh, I'm ridiculously sweet. But like in a way that's kind of, I recently paid off someone's debt that really needed it.
Oh, wow.
And like, to me, it's not, that doesn't sound sweet. Maybe that sounds like, oh, Whitney, you're using money. I just, maybe that's selfish because I remember how awful it was to have money stress, you know? And a friend of mine just had like a debt she couldn't get out from under. And I was like, let's never speak of it again. This is a gift. We never have to talk about it again. Like it's over.
Wow.
You know, maybe that sounds like using money. Like I've gifted people, like someone recently, a horse, like a therapy horse, like I'll rescue abused horses. And sometimes it's really good therapy for people.
Yeah.
So they get a home and then the person gets something to take care of and love and work with.
And you rescue dogs all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. There's a lot. I mostly don't rescue them. They're mostly, you know, I don't get most of them. You know, I don't know. It's like the rescuing thing is so, I think, you know, I'm going to have a kid soon. Let's see how much I'm able to keep it up. But
well, one of my favorite things to do
this is a weird question. This is a hard question because it's like I feel like I'm being such a narcissist. But I guess those are the ways that I feel like I can show up for people. They're kind of like.
I think those are great ways.
What can you give me an example? What would be a normal answer?
Those are answers.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, most of the time people do equate them with a gift or doing something like taking someone on a trip.
Yeah.
Or having candles all over the house when someone comes home is like a way to be romantic.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Oh, like in a relationship. I didn't mention that at all. I feel like sometimes, I'm so backwards on this because I feel like love is so, sometimes the way you can love someone the most is to like just tell them the truth about what's going on with them.
Oh, no.
I know. Like my version of sweet used to be like, hey, just so you know, everyone thinks this. And I'd want to know, you know what I mean? Like, and I'd be like, I thought that was a really sweet thing to do. I would literally be the person that was like, hey, so-and-so said he's cheating and here's what they know. And they'd be like, what? And I'd be like, oh, I thought I was helping. Like, I thought that'd be a kind gesture. But yeah, I'm now realizing it's just people want gifts and money.
Well, I would almost say that that's also a red flag.
To what, the new one?
Telling people
I don't do it anymore because y'all weak. Y'all are weak, and you can't handle the. Me and Jack Nicholson over here can handle the truth. Okay. Yeah. No, I stopped telling people the truth a long time ago. But I used to think that was like what was being a good friend. You know,
it is being a good friend. Just most people can't handle it.
Or it's the truth is somewhere in between. And I don't need to be the person to say, like, giving people the dignity of their own experience. You just love them unconditionally and don't try to help.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm like a person that really appreciates when someone's like, hey, just so you know, it comes off, when you say it like this, it kind of comes off this way. I'd be like, oh, thank you for telling me. Like, I want someone to tell me if I have food in my teeth. I want someone to tell me if I'm doing something I'm not intending to do, like if my intention and my impact are different. So I think I sometimes project and go like, oh, just, you know, like the way that came off was this.
Yeah.
Just like, I want you to get this job. And if you do that, you won't. But then I'm like, why am I meddling? They're just going to think I'm being a dick.
Yeah. Dude, it's been so nice having you on my show.
Thanks. Congratulations.
I'd love to have you come back again for a second date.
Fun.
Whitney, where can people find you?
All of the things, WhitneyCummings.com. My new special on Netflix is called Jokes. I have a podcast called Good For You.
Well, I love that you came on, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. If you guys would like your own martini glass, you can hit up store.ymhstudios.com, and we'll see you next time.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.
First date.
Your parents are your roommates?
First date.
This week on First Date, well,
Although-
once you get into stand-up, you don't date stand-ups.
Oh, really?
Well, I say that, but then
I mean,
you
like
see
Tom
Tom
and
and
his wife?
Christina.
Yeah. I mean, they're
But they're like...
they're miserable, right? They're so miserable. You can tell.
I was looking for you to top my story.
I can't. I don't know that anybody can top. I mean, honestly, sex in public stories, like I've never heard a better sex in public story. But certainly more than boobs.
Yeah?
But which is not to say I don't love.
Well, get off my show.
Oh.
I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
Welcome to another fabulous... Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't talk.
I have this effect.
Can you just do the intro for
Yeah.
me?
Hey, welcome to another fabulous episode of First Date. Your next guest is me, Shazam from Shazam,
Thank
Chuck
you.
from Chuck, Flynn Rider from Tangled. I also wrote a book called Radical Love. It came out last year. It's all about loving ourselves and others, radically accepting ourselves and others. Zachary Levi's here.
Oh my
in
God!
studio.
And here is your question menu for me.
Fantastic.
Thank
Great. Let
you.
me just get into this. Wouldn't that be fun?
So,
Just interviewing myself.
Jesus.
It's going to be amazing.
I don't even need to be here.
No, that's not true. Somebody's got to look hot.
Thank you. So this is
I was
my...
talking about myself, but that's fine.
God damn it.
Do it.
You know, I will take compliments wherever they may lie.
Get them.
So this is a menu. I've got appetizer questions.
Yeah.
And then I have main course questions.
Yeah, you do. And then some dessert.
I knew you knew.
Is there any amuse-bouche in there?
I have some hors d'oeuvres.
All right.
I have a few.
Okay.
Do we need a safe word?
Pineapple.
Everybody says pineapple.
I know. I don't know what it is.
Why pineapple?
I don't know. Well, listen, in Chuck, pineapple was literally written into the show as our our
so
security word.
You're trademarking it?
It's kind of, but no,
Sort
but
of.
here's the thing though. Even people who never watched Chuck, I mean, pineapple is kind of the weird random word that everybody
Literally.
chooses as the safe word. I don't know
Everyone.
why, but it's kind of great. It's great that all of our minds, it's the collective consciousness, and we all recognize that if anybody just happens to say pineapple in the throes of passion, that must mean something different.
Yeah.
Unless you really love pineapple.
Right? It's a very
Maybe that's your
sweet
kink.
fruit. Maybe it is.
Yeah, if it's your kink, you shouldn't use pineapple as your safe word.
All right. So we got pineapple as a safe word. If I've seen any red flags, I'll throw them out. Green flags too.
Sure.
Are you ready?
Let's go. Start with the apps.
Let's see here. What's your guilty pleasure?
Wait, you mean just in life or like on a date or?
This is called First.
Yes, I understand, but I mean, that's a broad, it's a swath of what's my guilty pleasure?
In life. What's your guilty pleasure?
I mean, I feel like I have many guilty pleasures. I don't know. I don't feel very guilty about my pleasures. Is that weird? Is that
No.
wrong? I don't. Like I was saying, I think I have a lot of guilty pleasures, but I really don't because I just enjoy the things that I enjoy, and I don't really
You
feel
enjoy pleasure.
guilty about them. Yeah. So none. I don't have any guilty pleasures.
No guilty pleasures.
No.
Okay. What is something that you feel like you could teach me?
I could teach you about a lot of the things I've learned in therapy.
My childhood trauma?
There you go. I can teach you all about your childhood trauma.
Damn it.
It's dark.
I bet. I know.
That's why we're here right now.
It is why we're here right now.
Yeah.
What do you wear when you go to bed?
Nothing.
Do you sleep with it cold in the room?
I sleep with it, I mean, like, cold-ish. Like, it should not. Well, listen, I mean, again, per our, favorite biohackers like the Andrew Hubermans of the world, they say you're supposed to cool your body down a couple degrees in order for your body to really, like, go into the deepest rest. So, I don't know. Like, I try to put the AC on, keep it around 72-ish or so, which is still not that cold. I know it's not that cold. Hear me out. But our bodies are... a 98.6 degrees. So if I got it at 72, it's keeping it nice. And I also don't like wear, like I've got like just like a sheet and like a little blanket. I'm not using a comforter unless it's the winter time. And then I've got a little bit more of a situation.
What a program.
Yeah, it's a program indeed.
What kind of sheets do you have? Do you have like silk sheets, linen, cotton, flannel?
Wamsata? I don't know. No, isn't that a brand or like isn't that a... Isn't there a thing? I'm pretty sure there's a brand called Wamsata. I don't know. I have no idea. They're like cotton sheets, but they're like high thread count, so they feel very silky.
Yeah, to probably catch your sweat in the heat of things since you're sleeping with it at 72 degrees.
What? I'm sorry. Are you living in a fucking igloo?
Absolutely.
What do you keep it at? 66?
If probably 65.
All right. So I can't stay over is what you're saying.
I mean, you'd freeze to death.
Yeah, probably. You know what? I'll stay over, but I'll just get the comforter out and I'll sleep with the comforter and you can
like
just be...
like a little...
Like a cocoon.
What do you... Beanbag.
Like
We'll
a
make you
bean?
No,
a bean
wait,
bag?
wait.
A sleeping
what is
bag?
a sleeping bag? I have love sacks. Have you ever had a love sack?
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
ever-
I've had a love sack.
I've got
Let
two.
me tell you. Do you?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
White bear fur.
Why have one when you
Faux
can
fur.
have two?
Are you a cuddler?
Yeah, totally. I love cuddling, except when, like, just post-coital and things are hot. Like, your body's still, like, hot.
Post what?
Coital?
Coital?
Post-coital? Like,
Post-coital?
right after sex?
Okay.
Post-coital. Come on,
Nope,
stop it.
never heard
You're
that.
playing dumb. I know that's not real blonde.
I know it looks like I do that often.
No, like you just, like, if you've built up a lot of body heat from doing the nasty, like, sometimes going right into cuddling is not preferable. Like, let the body temp cool down a little bit, bring that shit in. But if, I need just a moment. I need a moment to breathe and cool down.
All right. We're going to shift a little bit here. Since you were Shazam on Shazam and you know superheroes so well, who do you think would be the worst superhero to date? Go on a date with.
It's a really good question. And one I've never thought of before.
You don't
I don't
normally think about these things?
I mean, I think about the superheroes I'd like to be. I don't think about the superheroes I'd like to date. But I have a feeling like the Hulk would probably be a little bit of an issue. It depends on which version, right? So there's the Hulk in later years that was like, he's like, we're fine. Like, he's Bruce Banner and the Hulk kind of in one. So he's acting like a normal human being inside, but he's all hulked out.
Yeah.
But if you remember from the movies, Bruce Banner would turn into Hulk and Hulk would just lose his shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be tenuous. That would be a difficult date to be on because, like, I don't know, all of a sudden kind of, you're at some place and the waiter fucks up the order and he's like, Hulk smash, and he just wants to go crazy, and you're like, fuck, he does this all the time, and then you're just having to pay for everything.
All
he
the
doesn't
time.
remember it ever.
Yeah.
And by the end of the whole escapade, he's now butt naked because he's ripped through all of his clothes, and now you're embarrassed. I don't know. That would be very difficult.
Yeah, I agree.
But that would be more difficult for you, not for me, because I'm not dating dudes. That's
Fun
all.
fact.
Yeah, fun fact.
What about a female superhero? Just
Female-
I can't talk on this podcast
What about
today.
a female superhero? What a female? I don't know. They're all the female superheroes are pretty cool.
What about Wonder Woman? Like
Wonder
she might kind of
Woman!
like she's got to be a little arrogant to be called Wonder Woman.
I mean, Superman's called Superman, and he
Yeah.
is humble as the day is long. And so is Wonder Woman. I think they're great. They're great characters, and they're super chill. I don't know. Black Widow. She kind of started as not a hero. She was kind
Ooh,
of a
Catwoman.
Catwoman,
You could
but she's
be-
more of a villain, though.
I'd be allergic.
So would I.
So
That would be difficult.
I know.
Just like sneezing the whole time.
Oh,
You're like,
try to have a
this feels
conversation.
great, but also, do you have any like Zantac? No, what is it? Zyrtec.
Zyrtec.
Zantac, I think.
It's okay. It's about time you
Acid
fucked up a word.
reflux. Listen, I try not to keep pharmaceutical drugs memorized in my head. Big Pharma, look out, guys. Continue.
I will move on to main course questions.
Mm.
What is a deal breaker for you in a relationship? Everything's going well and then this happens.
Well, like I need somebody who has their own thoughts and opinions and feelings about, I don't know, everything. Like I need somebody who thinks about shit. I've been in relationships with wonderful girls, but when it comes to unpacking big ideas or even small ideas, you're like, hey, what do you think of that? And they're like, I don't know.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, well, kind of. And but that's a lot of like oh, what's the term I'm looking for? Codependency. Which is not good. You do not want to be in a relationship with someone who's codependent. Because they really are just kind of taking on all that you are and all that you believe and all that you desire and all that you see. And that just becomes a really kind of fucking boring echo chamber. And I don't want anything to do with that. Also, anyone who carries themselves in any arrogance whatsoever, like that is just not,
It's a turn off.
That's not it. Yeah. It's a huge turn off. Like I think because that's an immediate indicator that they're actually not confident, that they are compensating for that. So, you know, I think those things are pretty big red flags.
Yeah.
You know, but also, I don't know, the codependent thing, sometimes that takes a minute to figure out. But arrogance rears its ugly head almost immediately. It's like how somebody treats a waiter at a restaurant, or how
Yeah.
they, talk about anybody. Or
I feel like that's always the easiest way to tell how someone's attitude is towards other people is at
Yeah.
a restaurant.
how do they treat
Towards-
waitstaff?
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's huge.
yeah.
It's huge. Or really just anybody in general, a fucking Uber driver, or, I don't know, pick your job, pick your vocation that they're just trying to get through their day and do the best they can. And it's, it's entitlement. If I ever meet somebody who just walks with an air of entitlement, I'm like, get the fuck away from me, because you clearly don't understand how blessed you are. You clearly don't understand how lucky you are that you are even in the position you're in life, where you're not that person, where you're not the teller at the bank, you're not the Uber driver, you're not the host at the restaurant. Like that you get to be the person on the other side of that, enjoying whatever services they're providing.
Yeah.
Humble yourself. Like,
For real.
yeah, it's super important.
Do you ever get jealous, or do you get jealous easily?
No, I don't think so. No, because I'm not trying to be with anybody who, if I'm with somebody and I'm jealous, it's because I don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a bigger thing. You know?
Like what's the root of that?
Exactly. If I'm with a girl and she's talking to a guy, like, again, not like talking to them, like trying to date them, but I don't know, I'm dating a girl and we're at some party and she happens to be chatting up somebody or whatever. it really comes down to, do I trust her? If I trust her, then I know there's nothing in that exchange. If I don't trust her, then I start feeling, oh God, what's going on? Is she talking to him? Because like, but that's just really insecurity on my own part. So I feel like I've done a lot of work on myself. When I was younger, before I had any idea or semblance of who the fuck I was, certainly I was in relationships where I felt more threatened or jealous, but it's been a long, long, long time since then. Anyway. Yeah.
Ladies, summer is the worst time to suffer with an uncomfortable bra. Thankfully, Honeylove has revolutionized the bra game. Honeylove's bras feature supportive bonding that eliminates the need for underwire without sacrificing lift. Plus, they're made with fabric that's so soft, it feels like a second skin. You'll immediately feel and see the difference. It's so next level comfortable. You'll forget you're even wearing it. For a limited time only, you can get Honeylove on sale. Get 20% off your entire order with our exclusive link, honeylove.com/date. Show your support and check them out at honeylove.com/date. Honeylove's bras are so comfortable that I even wear mine to bed. Coming from a girl with double D's, it's important to me to not just be flopping around in bed. So I like to wear a really comfortable sports bra, and Honeylove has it figured out. Honeylove has you covered for the everyday look, workouts, weddings, and more. Honeys, you need this in your life. You've earned it. Treat yourself to the best shapewear on the market and save 20% off at honeylove.com/date. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off, honeylove.com/date. Cinched, snatched, and lifted. It's hot girl season, thanks to Honeylove. Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after a night of drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. It's designed to work like your liver, but in your gut, where you need it the most. Just remember to drink Z-Biotics before drinking alcohol, and drink responsibly. And then get a good night's sleep to feel your best tomorrow. This Halloween, pair your candy with cocktails with Z-Biotics to avoid a spooky next morning. Go to zbiotics.com/date to get your 15% off your first order when you use code DATE at checkout. You can also sign up for a subscription using my code, so you can stay prepared no matter what time or occasion. Z-Biotics is backed with a 100% money-back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/date and use the code DATE at checkout for 15% off. Thank you, Z-Biotics, for sponsoring this episode. Do you think you have a type?
Do I have a type? I don't know.
Are you into boobs or butt?
Oh, butt certainly more than boobs.
Yeah?
But, which is not to say I don't love...
Well, get off my show.
Oh. But you have a nice both.
Thanks.
What are you talking about?
You haven't even seen my butt. I've been walking towards you the whole time.
I've been walking towards you, not away from you. How would you know?
I haven't said bye.
First of all, you walked in here and sat down, and obviously I saw your butt. Also, I've seen your Instagram, so how could I not have seen your butt? Jesus Christ. Your ass and tits are all over your Instagram. But no, like, here's the thing. Hear me out.
You just got me huge hits on my Instagram page, by the way. Thank you.
There you go. Check out this fucking hoe's Instagram, guys. Unbelievable. TNA for days. Clickbait. No, listen, the reason...
Star that moment.
The reason
That's also
why...
a red flag.
Red flag. The reason why... By the way, it is a little bit of a red flag. Just saying, thirst trappy. The reason why in that if given the choice between butt and boobs, the reason why I will lean toward butt is because I think that butt is, more often than not, is something that is not just like a given genetic blessing. And it's more of an indication that a girl takes care of herself, that she works out, that she's healthy, that she's fit, right? You can have a very nice set of boobs that God gave you and you did nothing to earn, and or a doctor gave you and you paid for them. So, but either way, it's not that I don't appreciate them, because I do. But if you're giving me the one or the other, I'm going to go with butt.
Yeah, I grew mine.
There you go.
Not that you care, but I just, fun fact. I've had some really nice girls ask me like, where did you get your boobs done? And it's always such a fun compliment because I'm like, well, I grew them myself.
As a matter of fact, homegrown.
On the farm. So you've dated a comedian in Miss Maisel. Would you ever date a comic in real life?
Are you asking me out?
You're on my show.
Yeah. So yeah, of course. I'm trying to think if I've dated a comedian before. Listen, I'm definitely not opposed to it, even though you guys are super fucked up. Talk about darkness. No, listen, I'm a massive fan of stand-up comedy. In fact, I've done stand-up before, about 20 years ago. When I first started in Hollywood, I was working on a show, and one of the other actors on the show was a stand-up, and they really believed in me, and they basically kidnapped me one night. They said, you should work on like 5 minutes, like 5 to 10 minutes. And I was like, okay. And then they kidnapped me and took me to Irvine to some like random open mic. And then I started doing comedy for about a year. And it was always good. It was never great. I never bombed. And because I never fully bombed, I got to like, after doing, I don't know, like a dozen, or not even a dozen, probably half a dozen, like, appearances over the course of that 6 months to a year. I was like, all right, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. But the truth is, I was terrified of bombing. And also I was 22 years old, and I didn't have enough like life experience to really have a point of view. I didn't like, comedy is to me, it's only as good as that comic's ability to see real life and comment on it in their specific funny way, right?
Yeah.
And I did not have enough life experience, and I knew it. I knew it at that time. So I say all that to say, I'll probably get back into stand-up at some point, which means it would be very hypocritical of me to be like, no, I'm not going to date a comic.
Once you get into stand-up, you don't date stand-ups.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Ever?
well, I say that, but then you
like
see
Tom and
and
his
Christina.
wife. Yeah, I mean they're
like,
miserable, right? They're so miserable. You can tell. No, they're wonderful. They're both fucking hysterical and successful, and building a whole empire together. So like, I don't know. I do not discriminate just because somebody's a comic.
Yeah.
It really does come down to what is their soul about, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about open relationships? Do you think they work?
I don't know. I've never been in an open relationship. Here's the thing. Now more than ever, holy crap. I mean, Austin, LA, New York, it's like polyamory's everywhere. Everyone wants to be in an open relationship. And I have friends who are in them, who are stoked, who think this is the way. And I have friends that have been in them, and it was one of the most miserable experiences of their life. I don't know. Again, it's this. It just kind of depends on what lens you're looking through, and what it is you're trying. I think what life you're trying to go and live in your life.
Have you ever had sex in public, like in a crazy public place? Public could be outdoors, back of a truck. I've had sex at Disneyland.
What? Please explain.
I just did that so you felt comfortable.
Oh, no, I need to hear the story. Listen, I've had sex on a beach, and more than just the drink. So I guess that's public.
Sex
but it was
on a
like,
beach, the sand didn't get in your way?
I mean,
You had a big beach towel?
we had a big
Like,
towel.
on a cabana?
No cabana. No, it was just like straight up on the beach. There was definitely a little chafing involved. In a car.
High school?
Yeah, or just out of high school.
Yeah. I feel
can't-
like everyone did that.
Yeah.
That was your safe space.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. I always had a dream of having sex on the People Mover in Disneyland. I was like, that would be a lot of fun.
I had sex on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Stop it! Stop it!
I did. I didn't, but I was so naive at the time.
How old were you?
Like 8. No. Not 18 or 19.
Yo ho,
I was
yo
like-
ho, a pirate's life for this bitch. That's what's up.
I swabbed the deck.
Yes, you did.
I
Wait,
did.
hold on. Wait, I got to know all these details. You were 18 years old.
18 or 19. I can't
18 or
remember.
19.
Yeah.
You're at Disneyland, Pirates of the Caribbean. At what point in the ride did you guys initiate?
Well, we had ridden the ride earlier that day,
Okay.
and we were like,
And looking
this
for
is what happens.
cameras?
By the way, this is also how I lost my virginity.
This. What? You lost your virginity on Pirates of the Caribbean?
Shazam!
Come on. Hold on a sec. So you wrote it earlier in the day. Were you guys like looking for cameras to make sure that nobody could see
No,
anything?
that's what I'm saying. I didn't even think that there were going to be cameras. I thought that this was like, because I wanted to go out with a bang, you know? And
Clearly. You mean go in with a bang. You're not going out. This is
I
number one.
wanted-
This was the first.
had to be
Yeah.
a special moment for
Okay.
me. So I get on this ride. We go all the way around the thing, and we get off, and I'm like, you know, I think that is like where we should do it.
I love that, like, other girls are thinking, like, in a park, on a blanket, with a picnic, and all of these
I'm like-
romantic gestures. You're like, I want fucking
on a
skeletons.
boat.
I'm on a boat with skeletons with swords driven through them. Okay, so you get back on the ride.
So then we go back later that night at like 8:30. We get back on the ride.
Right.
We get our own boat.
Okay.
Because, you know, they have all the little,
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
can go, so we get our own boat.
You got your own boat because there were very few people going on the ride.
That's right.
Okay.
End of the night. So we go on the boat.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then-
where in the boat were you sitting? The back,
On
the
the
front, in the back. Okay.
Yeah. And the boat starts going, and I just unbuttoned my shorts, and I sat on his lap for like the whole ride.
Reverse cowgirl?
It was reverse cowgirl.
Okay.
And then
Oh my god, this is insane.
somewhere out in the world is a videotape of this.
Maybe. I don't know.
They probably deleted it.
Or
by
they took
this
it home with
point.
them and it's part of their personal spank bank. Who knows?
Oh, God.
Wait, so you guys have sex, and at what point did you like initiate like right out of the go?
Oh, so as soon as it went into like the first little cave, turn the corner that no one could see us.
Okay.
So
So you go down the first hill.
And
the skeleton's
then-
talking to, oh,
yeah,
ye who
the
go
dog
beyond
with
here.
the
You're like, yeah,
keys. Yeah, I'm
unzipping
like,
your pants. Yeah, totally
yeah.
skeleton face. And then you go down the hill, and now you're in the cave, and then you immediately jump up on his lap.
Yeah.
And then how long does it last?
the whole time, like until the thing ends.
Wait. Like all the way till
The end.
There's a whole other drop in that ride.
Well, I mean, there's also a restaurant.
Well, no, you were past the restaurant. The restaurant's only in the beginning. The Blue Bayou. That's in the very beginning. You get on the boat. You trust me. I love me some D-Land. Although
I have been banned from Disneyland.
clearly
since
not
this.
for this. What did
So
you get
I-
banned for?
I got banned for this. I haven't gone back.
Wait. So they knew you guys did it?
We got caught.
What?
So the ride ends, and as our boat docks, there's a cleanup crew. And the guy's holding a mop, another guy's holding Windex and paper towels. And
Oh my
they
God.
made me clean the boat. And then they took me into Disney prison.
Disney jail.
Disney jail.
You went to Disney jail
And they
for
took my
fucking on
picture.
Pirates of the Caribbean. And you've been banned ever since?
And I'm banned from Disneyland.
Oh my God, that's so sad. It's the happiest place on earth.
Yeah, it's now the only place I can't go on Earth.
Can you go to Disney World, or is it like
I'm sure I
worldwide
could.
ban? You've never even tried.
I haven't.
I mean, they might have. It might be like there might be a mugshot of you, 18-year-old you. Like, look out for this bitch. She, don't let her in this park either.
definitely
You could
a
try to go to
mugshot.
like Tokyo Disney, and they're like, no, sorry, no, we know what you did.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive and also sad.
well, I was looking for you to top my story.
I can't. I don't know that anybody can top. I mean, honestly, sex in public stories, like I've never heard a better sex in public story.
Well, then, hey, that's a compliment. I'll take it.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
I'll ask you one more of my main course questions.
We're almost done with the main course. Jeez Louise.
I know.
All
This
right.
is only a 30-minute podcast.
Is it really?
I know. Chug your coffee.
Jesus.
Let's say that your significant other is gaining weight. How do you tell them they're getting fat?
Delicately. No, I don't know. I mean, I guess I would just be like, well, first and foremost, I think what I would try to do is just be, I don't know, conscientious of where they're at in their life and if they're going through stuff and,
You're
like,
so loving.
isn't that what we're all supposed to be?
Yeah.
If we're all that more, the world would be a lot better, I think. Which is also not to say that sometimes we don't need to throw some smack down because some people are just, needing
Yeah.
a good smack. But to me, that's hopefully an extension of love. Like, hey, wake the fuck up. You're being an asshole, But also you're still deserving of love. But sometimes you need to get smacked. Like as a kid, like, I don't know. I mean, I know that there's a lot of like more new age kind of concepts about spanking your kids or not spanking your kids or whatever. Listen, as a kid, I fucking hated it. Obviously, my mom broke multiple wooden spoons on my ass. But in hindsight, I'm grateful for it because it actually kept me from doing some stupid shit that a kid doesn't understand. In that same vein, I think sometimes we need to course correct people, but it should still always be done in love. When it comes to a significant other, I don't know, letting themselves go and not taking care of themselves, I think that's where you need to start there. You need to go and be like, hey, are you loving yourself? It doesn't seem, if in fact they were healthy and happy and fit and whatever they were before, and now they're not, there's a root thing in there. And so just, coming at somebody and be like, yeah, you're fat. Like, obviously that's not going to help the situation, So you got to come into it from more of a place of empathy and being like, hey, but also, if you're with somebody, why are you waiting until they've like fully let themselves go? Why don't you should both be in each other's lives on a regular basis and encouraging each other to be healthy. So I would hope that I'm not even getting to that place where it's like, hey, yo, what happened? You know what I mean?
Yikes. You just wake up one morning and you're like,
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself romantic?
Oh, yeah. Very.
So my dessert question for you. What is the sweetest thing you've ever done for a partner?
What's the sweetest thing? Just been there. I'm the best. So me just showing up is sweet enough. I don't know. What is the sweetest thing I've done for somebody? That's a really good question. I mean, the truth is, I haven't really been in that many relationships. Like,
really?
No.
What's the longest relationship you've ever been in?
Like off and on for 5 years, but it was off and on.
How do you know when a relationship is over?
Are they ever? No, I don't know. Well, I mean, look, clearly there are things that are the ends of relationships. Like if somebody cheats on somebody or is, has clearly lost their mind or is abusive or something like that, which for some people is still not an indicator enough because people stay in abusive relationships. But listen, way back in the day, I was a hopeless romantic. I would surprise my girlfriends with flowers and presents and, show up at their work and stuff. But
that's a red flag.
It's a red. Yeah, it was. No, seriously. It was. I was love bombing them and I didn't realize that I was. And I was love bombing them because I didn't love myself. And I didn't realize that I needed their love. And so I was trying to be what I was hoping they would be for me. But also, I don't think I even really understood what love was until about 6 years ago when I had a complete mental breakdown, which is why I wrote my book. I mean, that was the book is all about me I literally moved to Austin 6 years ago with all these big dreams of building this movie studio, living community, bought all this land out east of town and had a total mental breakdown and didn't realize that I basically had been going for 37 years of life and I didn't even know what it meant to love myself. So all of the love that I thought that I felt for all of these girls in the past, certainly some of that was real love, but a lot of that was a deep insecurity or desire to be loved. And so I think a lot of people do that. In an attempt to try to feel love ourselves, we will go and love bomb. We will go and give all this love to somebody because we're trying to somehow instigate the reciprocity of that. And so I did that a lot when I was younger. And shocker, didn't work.
Yeah.
I would date a girl for like 4 months and they're like, deuces, like can't handle it. And it would devastate me. I'd be so wrecked. But I knew deep down, like I've always been somebody who deeply loves. Like I know, like one of my purposes on this earth is to go and love people, like legitimately.
So what's the difference between how you used to love and how you love now?
Well, I think what it means to love now is it has to start with you. You have got to love yourself first. Otherwise you're it's a semblance of it's a version of love, but it doesn't have healthy boundaries in it. And healthy boundaries are absolutely necessary to love someone in a healthy way. So what love feels like now is far less of this romantic, like, oh my God, that kind of thing. Although I don't know. I mean, maybe I just haven't met that. I've been still trying to wait. I mean, I don't know. I would love to find whoever my ride or die is. I don't know.
A big booty bitch.
Big booty bitch. Thick with 3 C's, y'all. Like, what are we even talking about? But yeah, I think that when I do, then there'll definitely be a much more of like more of an inclination to want to go and kind of be that extra romantic, or not love bomb, but like do things similar-ish or whatever. But they'll be much more measured and much more, I don't know, rational, much more adult, much more not acting out of my own insecurity or need for love, but rather simply like, I just fucking love this girl. I just love her. And I want to be able to be there for her and show up for her and vice versa,
Yeah. So let's recap your red flags.
Entitlement, arrogance, unawareness. That's another one. I think people that are just like unaware, I can't handle. But I think that also kind of goes along with entitlement. People who are entitled don't feel like they need to be aware of other people's needs or what's going on.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't have a sense of humor, out. What else? I don't know. Like those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you think your red flags are?
Like what people need to look out for in me?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're all a little maroon, really.
Shades of pink.
Shades of pink. It's like a hot pink. Hot pink flag.
You shout out whores' Instagrams.
Yeah. Is that a red flag? I feel like I'm doing the world a service. That's a service. I'm telling everybody, look out for fucking yo-hos over here. Look out. If yo bitch been banned from Disneyland, you know you got a problem. No, I don't know. What are my red flags? Listen, I'm still definitely working on me, no doubt.
Which is a green flag. That's such a positive thing.
Yeah, it's a green flag. I probably the biggest red flag for me is that I am never in one place longer than a couple of weeks right now. Like my life has me bouncing around and traveling everywhere, and that's very difficult to like. Even if you find somebody who's great, how do you then consistently woo them, date them, have any kind of normalcy at all? I mean, that's part of the reason why I wanted to build a movie studio in my backyard, because I'm so sick of getting shipped all over the world to go do these jobs. And every time I do, it's like, peace, see ya when I see ya.
Yeah.
Like it's not healthy. It's not good. You can't, not only can you not build a relationship with someone special, you can't build a community. So I don't know. So yeah, a red flag if, if a girl's looking at me, it's like, hey, I'm not going to be around much long, it's
You
like,
sound a lot more positive than negative.
I hope so.
I'd have you back on a second date.
I like that.
Definitely.
All right.
We'll check out your book. Where can people find you?
At Zachary Levi on Instagram and on Twitter. I have no other social media.
Thank you for coming on my show.
Thanks. I had a great first date.
We'll see you next time.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about